What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to the video. Today, I'm doing a NASCAR silly season update. We're going to recap everything that's happened throughout the 2023 to 2024 NASCAR silly season. So anyways, let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. Silly season would kick off in the second week of January, as Kevin Harvick would officially announce and confirm that he would be retiring at the end of the 2023 season. It would also confirm that he'd be joining the Fox Sports booth in 2024. His career is officially complete after this past weekend's race at Phoenix, but Kevin Harvick completes an amazing career in the NASCAR Cup Series. Then a few days later, Kyle Larson would announce that he'd be running the 2024 Indianapolis 500. He will drive for Aaron McLaren in 2024 and also in 2025 will have the number 17 car, and Hendrick will support him in his first ever Indianapolis 500. Silly season be quiet for a few more weeks, and then late January, Chase Briscoe would announce that he had signed a multi-year contract extension with Stewart-Haas Racing. The details were not disclosed on how long the extension is, but it's likely a 3 to 4 year extension for Chase Briscoe as he will continue driving for Stewart-Haas Racing. Then a few weeks later, during Daytona Media Days, we had a couple major silly season announcements happen. First, Daniel Suarez would announce he had signed a multi-year contract extension with Trackhouse Racing. Details were not enclosed, but it's likely that his contract goes through the 2025 season. Daniel Suarez looks to do better, though, in 2024. Then on that same day, Alex Bowman also announced he had signed a long-term extension with Hendrick Motorsports through 2026. Alley had also confirmed that they had signed an extension through 2028, so there's a really good chance and possibility that Alex Bowman is going to stay with Hendrick Motorsports at least through 2028, but will at least for sure stay through 2026. Then on the next day, Ross Chastain would officially announce he had signed a long-term extension with Trackhouse Racing. It's also been confirmed in recent weeks that Busch Beer will be the sponsor for Ross Chastain for 18 races starting in 2024. Ross Chastain will be looking to have a lot of great success, and he'll stay with Trackhouse Racing for many years to come. Silly season be quiet for a very, very long time, but there's been a lot of talk and chatter about Junior Motorsports and then potentially going Cup racing in 2024. However, in the last couple of months, Junior Motorsports confirmed that they will not be going Cup Series racing in 2024. Dale Jr. has publicly said that he does want to go Cup Series racing, but unfortunately funding and sponsorship with how expensive charters have gotten is a major and huge reason why Junior Motorsports, unfortunately, will not go Cup Series racing. But hopefully in the future, they will go Cup Series racing. Then in the second week of May, Legacy Motor Club would announce that they will be switching to Toyota in 2024. It was also confirmed that Eric Jones will be joining Legacy Motor Club in the 2024 season once again, as he has a long-term contract with the team. And also Jimmy Johnson will run up to 10 races in the number 84 car in 2024 as Legacy Motor Club switches to Toyota. There's also been a lot of chatter about Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards has been publicly back, I think it started back in April, announced he was going to be in NASCAR 75 Greatest Drivers, that he'd been interested in maybe doing a one-off in NASCAR and has been interested in doing NASCAR. It's time on the Fox broadcast booth kind of confirmed he's interested in doing a one-off. He could drive for 23XI Racing or Trackhouse Racing in that said one-off. It's really going to be cool to see Carl Edwards return to the sport, and maybe, just maybe, after not being in NASCAR for 7 years, we could see Carl Edwards return as early as 2024, or maybe in the future with 23XI Racing. As Denny Hamlin has stated that Carl Edwards has been doing some sim work with 23XI Racing. Then in early June, Joe Gibbs Racing would announce they had sold a minority stake to HBSE. One of the biggest things that was confirmed also, there will be no name change to Joe Gibbs Racing. It's an investment group owned by Harrison Blitzer, which of course is the new owners of the Washington Commanders. So Joe Gibbs is technically a part owner of that team. Nonetheless, Joe Gibbs Racing has sold a minority stake, which will bring funding and sponsorship to the team. Then in late June, Josh Berry would announce that he would officially be joining Stewart-Haas Racing in 2024 and will drive the number 4 car as well. It was also confirmed that Rodney Childers will be the crew chief on that car in 2024. Josh Berry had a really good career in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, has made some select Cup starts this year, and will move up to Cup in 2024. Then in early July, in recent weeks, it got confirmation that Williams Walsh will expand his schedule in NASCAR for 2024. He's going to run some more Truck Series races and ARCA race in 2024, but once he turned 18 years old in late October, he will run some select Xfinity Series races with Joe Gibbs Racing in 2024 before eventually going full-time in the NASCAR Xfinity Series in 2025. Then there had been a lot of chatter about Ryan Preece, but a few months ago, it was confirmed that Ryan Preece would be returning to Stewart-Haas Racing in 2024, driving the number 41 car once again. Ryan Preece has been decent this year with Stewart-Haas Racing, but it doesn't surprise or shock me that he will return to SHR in 2024 as he looks to try to help out the team next year. Then in the middle of July, Justin Haley would confirm that he will be leaving Kaulig Racing at the end of 2023 and will be joining Rick Ware Racing in 2024 in a multi-year deal. He will drive the 51 car next year, as it was confirmed in recent weeks that NASCAR will not repossess the 51 charter. Justin Haley, in my opinion, is one of the more underrated drivers in the sport, and I think he's going to do a really good job with Rick Ware in 2024 and for the next few years. Then during the Michigan week, Corey LaJoie would announce he has signed a multi-year contract extension with Spire Motorsports. What's really interesting is Corey LaJoie did reveal that he did have multiple offers from different teams to go to for 2024, including Trackhouse Racing. But he sees what's going on with Spire Motorsports, which is the big reason why he's going to be sticking around with Spire Motorsports for the next few years. Then during the same Michigan weekend on the Friday, Ryan Ellis would confirm that he would be going full-time with Alpha Prime Racing in 2024, driving the number 43 car on a full-time basis. Ryan Ellis ran a majority of races with this team in 2023, and he'll go full-time looking to have a much better year in 2024. Then during the same Michigan weekend, Mark Trixner would confirm that he would be returning to Joe Gibbs Racing in 2024. Mark Trixner at the time had been having a really good year. Unfortunately, 2023 did not end on the greatest note in the world, but he and James Small will still work together in the 2024 season. Then Ryan Truex would also be confirmed that he would be returning to Joe Gibbs Racing in 2024. He'll at least run part-time with the team, but he wants to run full-time with the organization in 2024. But at least as of now, Ryan Truex will be part-time with the team and will have stock with the organization in 2024. During that same Michigan weekend, Nick Sanchez would be confirmed that he would be returning to Rev Racing in 2024. Nick Sanchez had a really good year with this organization. Will not be working with Danny Stockman in 2024, but Nick Sanchez had a really good rookie year, winning the Rookie of the Year honors. He will stay with Rev Racing in 2024. Then about a week later, Farmer Motorsports would officially announce their 2024 NASCAR Cup Series driver lineup. And both drivers who drove for the team this year will stay with the organization in 2024. That being Michael McDowell returning to the 34 car, and Todd Gillen will return to the 38 car in 2024. Both of them had really good years, so it doesn't surprise or shock me that they are sticking around. They also confirmed that their Truck Series team is going to be returning in the 2024 season. We'll talk about who could be driving for them here in just a second. Then about a week or two before the Daytona weekend, Austin Hill would confirm that he has signed a multi-year extension with Rich Schultz Racing to continue driving the number 21 car. He said a big reason over the last few weeks is because of loyalty. He had offers from Stewart-Haas Racing to go there and also offers to go to Kaulig Racing next year, but Austin Hill likes working with Rich Schultz Racing, so it doesn't surprise or shock me that he is going to stay with RCR in 2024. Then it was announced right before the Milwaukee and Daytona weekend that GMS Racing will be shutting down at the end of 2023. GMS Racing had an incredible and a fantastic career as an organization. It's a shame that they are officially shutting down after winning one of the most successful Truck Series teams, but it's not a major shock and surprise that they are shutting down. Then during that same Daytona week, Parker Kligerman would announce that he would be returning to Big Machine Racing in 2024. Parker Kligerman had a really good year this year with Big Machine Racing and will continue driving for them to try to bring more success to the team and the organization. Then during Daytona week, Kurt Busch would officially announce he would be retiring from NASCAR. Now, Kurt Busch unfortunately revealed during his press conference he is not medically cleared to return to the sport. He will still be working with 2311 Racing, and if he does get medically cleared, he could run in other forms of racing in the future. But as of right now, Kurt Busch's NASCAR career is sadly over. He had a great career in the sport and accomplished a lot of great things as NASCAR continues to work on the safety of the next-gen car. Then about a week or two after that, Matt DiBenedetto would confirm they would not be returning to Rackley War Racing in 2024. The team would then a few weeks later announce that they had cut back to Benedetto 2 or 3 weeks early after he got eliminated from being in the round of 10 of the Truck Series playoffs. Matt Benedetto has revealed in the last week or two after the Martinsville Xfinity Series race that he is working on his 2024 plans. He has been linked to Kaulig Racing for 2024, so we could head there in the 2024 season. Then, after the Southern 500, Denny Hamlin would finally confirm that he has signed a multi-year contract extension with Joe Gibbs Racing. It would also then be confirmed that 23XI Racing will remain with Toyota. There have been some talk and chatter that 23XI Racing could go to Ford for 2024. 23XI Racing also has confirmed that they do want to expand their organization into the future, but they will stay with Toyota, and Denny Hamlin will stay with Joe Gibbs Racing. Then that same week, John Hunter Nemechek on the Wednesday after Southern 500 would confirm that he would be joining Legacy Motor Club in 2024, driving the number 42 car. After a very successful year in the NASCAR Xfinity Series this year, it's a well-deserved promotion and will move up to the NASCAR Cup Series next year. Then during, I believe, the Bristol week, Sam Mayer would announce he would be returning to Junior Motorsports in 2024, driving the number 1 car once again. Sam Mayer won 4 races in 2023, so not a major shocking surprise to see him continuing to drive for Junior Motorsports next season. Then during that same week, Shane Van Gisbergen would finally confirm and announce that he'll be driving for Trackhouse Racing in 2024 in a development deal. Shane Van Gisbergen had, of course, got that win at Chicago Street Course earlier this year in his debut and also scored another top 10 finish at the Indy Road Course. His schedule is still about not announced at this point, but he is hoping to make some more starts here in the foreseeable future next year. We'll run in Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks. Then during Bristol weekend, we had a lot of big announcements come out in regards to silly season. First, Daniel Hemrick would announce that he would be driving the number 31 car for Kaulig Racing in 2024. Despite struggling a little bit with Kaulig Racing in the 2023 season in Xfinity, Daniel Hemrick has been in the Cup before, and he does have sponsorship in Funny, which now goes and brings up the number 16 car for 2024. There has been a lot of talk and chatter as of recently that Kaulig Racing could perhaps make some big moves and changes next year with a 16 car. There's a lot of talk that AJ Allmendinger may move back down to the NASCAR Xfinity Series next year in 2024, and Ty Dillon could be taking over the 16 car in the 2024 season. We'll talk about why that is here in just a little bit. Nonetheless, there's some big changes coming to that Kaulig car. It sounds like Ty Dillon may be the favorite. But during that same Bristol weekend, Zane Smith, I believe on the Saturday, would confirm that he would be driving for Trackhouse Racing in 2024, but actually will drive for Spire Motorsports in the third Spire car in 2024. And he will also have a Trackhouse alliance with Spire for the 2024 season. After a great career in the Truck Series the last few years, Zane Smith is someone who I think is going to do good things, and I think in 2025 will go full-time with Trackhouse Racing when they do get that charter from Spire, but Zane Smith will go to Spire Motorsports in 2024. Well, the big reason why that happened is because Live Fast Motorsports has sold their charter to Spire Motorsports, and they will run a parts schedule in the 2024 season. It's unclear how many races they will run in 2024, but Live Fast will no longer be a full-time team in Cup, and a lot of the money they got from that charter will go to their NASCAR Xfinity Series program, more than likely. Then during that same Bristol weekend, Brandon Jones would officially confirm that he would be returning to Junior Motorsports in 2024, driving the number 9 car. Brandon Jones had a rough year in 2023, but I think he showed a lot of improvement at the end of the year, and I think he'll have a pretty big bounce back year in the NASCAR Xfinity Series in the 2024 season. During that same week, after Justin Allgaier won the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Bristol, he would confirm that he would also be returning to Junior Motorsports in 2024, driving the number 7 car. There have been some talk and chatter that Justin Allgaier could go over to Kaulig Racing in Xfinity or Cup in 2024, but Justin Allgaier has had a lot of success with Junior Motorsports. He will continue driving for them in the 2024 season. Then there was a lot of talk and chatter about Hailie Deegan, but it's been confirmed in the last month or two that Hailie Deegan will be headed to AM Racing in the 2024 season. AM Racing has said publicly that they could expand in 2024, but as of right now, they're not doing that. They haven't announced that currently at the moment, but it's finally confirmed she'll move over there after struggling a little bit in the Truck Series. She will move up to the NASCAR Xfinity Series in 2024. Then in the last month or two, Brody Kosecki was officially confirmed that he'll run at least 3 Cup Series races in 2024 with Erebus Motorsports. Erebus Motorsports has competed in the V8 Supercar Series, and Brody Kosecki drives for that organization. They will have an alliance with Rich Schultz Racing in 2024 and will join NASCAR next year. Then about a month or two ago, Sammy Smith would officially be confirmed to drive the 8 car for Junior Motorsports in 2024, with Pilot Filing J being the major sponsor. Sammy Smith had a pretty solid year with Joe Gibbs Racing this year, and I think he's going to have a much better time at Junior Motorsports in 2024. Then the same day after Sammy Smith was announced, Daniel Dye would be confirmed to be joining McAnally-Hilgeman Racing in 2024, driving the number 43 car. The only thing that's changing is the organization. He's still going to be in the 43 car that he drove for GMS last year. Daniel Dye has had a decent year in the Truck Series, but not a great year, but he will stick around with this team next year. Then around Talladega weekend, Spire Motorsports and Kyle Busch Motorsports will make a major announcements, as Spire Motorsports had officially confirmed that they had purchased Kyle Busch Motorsports, and was also confirmed that they had purchased Rowdy Manufacturing as well. It was also confirmed that Kyle Busch will run at least 5 Truck Series races in 2024. We've seen a lot of good things from both of these teams. Spire Motorsports expanding after a very successful career for KBM, then unfortunately are shutting down and selling their program off to Spire Motorsports. Then during Talladega weekend, Harrison Byrne would finally confirm that he would be returning to the Wood Brothers in 2024. Harrison Byrne's kind of struggled in the NASCAR Cup Series, but he does bring funding and sponsorship, so it's not a major shock or surprise to see that he will be returning in 2024. Then during Talladega weekend, Brett Moffitt would confirm he does not have his plan set for 2024. He could return to AM Racing in the 2024 season, but after winning the Truck Series race at Talladega, it's certainly possible that he could head to Front Row Motorsports in 2024. Nonetheless, there's a good chance Brett Moffitt will for sure have a ride in 2024. During that same Talladega weekend, Austin Cindric would confirm that he has signed a contract extension with Team Penske. A lot of people already knew that he was likely going to be returning to the team in the 2024 season, but he will stick around and stay with Team Penske next year in 2024. Then I think for the Charlotte Roval weekend, Carson Osbar would announce that he would be officially joining Spire Motorsports in 2024, driving the number 77 car. This had been in the works since the Gateway weekend after Carson Osbar did make his NASCAR Cup Series debut in substitution when Chase Elliott had been suspended. He will stick around with the team next year. He will do some good things. He's already driven for Spire Motorsports in the past and will join the Cup Series in 2024. Then about a month ago, Sheldon Creed would announce that he would not be returning to Richard Schultz Racing in 2024. Speculation right now is that Sheldon Creed will be headed over to Joe Gibbs Racing in 2024, and Austin will confirm at the Martinsville weekend pretty much that he will be headed over to JGR in 2024. Sheldon Creed's had a decent year with RCR, but he will be moving on to this new organization being JGR in 2024. And then finally, for the last silly season update, we got confirmation that Matt Mills will be driving a 42 truck for Nice Motorsports in 2024 with JF Electric as the sponsor. Matt Mills had a decent year, drove for KBM part ways, and he'll get the opportunity chance to go full-time with Nice Motorsports next year in the 2024 season. Now we get to current day. Riley Herbst, after I did the video, was confirmed that he would be returning the Stewart-Haas Racing in 2024, driving the number 98 car. They made the right decision because Riley Herbst, since this announcement, has had 4 or 5 consecutive top 10 finishes in a row, got his first career win, and I think he's going to be a championship threat and contender with Stewart-Haas Racing in the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. The next week after this was announced, Jake Garcia would be confirmed that he would not be returning to McAnally-Hilgeman Racing in 2024. Jake Garcia has revealed in recent weeks that he's still working on trying to find a ride for the 2024 season, but it sounds like he may be getting closer and closer to finding a ride, but he's still working on those plans currently at the moment. Then the Tuesday after the big announcement for Riley Herbst, Corey Heim would confirm that he would be returning to Tricon Garage in 2024, driving the number 11 truck once again. Corey Heim has had a really good year in trucks, did not win the championship this year, got 3 victories, but will have a great opportunity and chance to win the Truck Series championship once again in 2024. Then on the Wednesday after, I think it was the Vegas weekend, Christian Eckes would be confirmed to be returning to McAnally-Hilgeman Racing in 2024, driving the number 19 truck once again. Christian Eckes had a pretty good year in the Truck Series, scoring 3 victories, and will be looking to be a championship threat and contender in the Truck Series once again in the 2024 NASCAR Truck Series season. Then it was confirmed, I believe, on the Friday of the Homestead weekend that Jeremy Clements will be returning in 2024 because he has all his partners sponsored already announced for 2024. Jeremy Clements showed some signs of improvement throughout the year, and he will be returning in the 2024 Xfinity Series season. On the same day, Ryan Sieg would also confirm that he would be returning to RSS Racing in 2024, with SIAP sponsoring for the whole entire year. Doesn't surprise or shock that he is returning to the team, but it finally got confirmed that he would be returning to this team in 2024. Then it was confirmed before the Martinsville weekend, I believe, or the Homestead weekend, that Chandler Smith will not be returning to College Racing in 2024. The big reason he's not returning is because he's likely headed over to Joe Gibbs Racing in the NASCAR Xfinity Series once again in 2024. There was a lot of talk about an announcement happening, I think, early Martinsville week, but unfortunately the announcement did not come as early as we all thought it was going to happen, and the announcement probably will be coming in the near future of him going over to Joe Gibbs Racing. Then on that same Monday, Dean Thompson would be confirmed they would be returning to Tricon Garage in 2024, driving the number 5 truck once again. We'll see what Dean Thompson can do in the 2024 season, but we need to see some hope and some signs of improvement. Hopefully he can do that in the 2024 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series season. Then it was confirmed on the Wednesday of the Martinsville week that Jesse Love would be joining Richard Schultz Racing in 2024, driving the number 2 car. It was then confirmed on the Thursday that Danny Stockman is going to be the crew chief for the number 2 team. This is going to be a really strong pairing. Danny Stockman has worked with a lot of young drivers and has gelled very well with a lot of young drivers. Jesse Love does have a lot of work and growing up to do with the way he races sometimes, but I think Jesse Love will have a decent year in the NASCAR Xfinity Series with RCR. Then it was confirmed, I believe, also on that same Thursday that Bailey Curry will be joining Nice Motorsports full-time in 2024, driving the number 41 truck full-time. Bailey Curry has gotten the best out of that equipment this year. Has had a couple races where he has contended for victories, and it doesn't surprise or shock that he is returning to Nice Motorsports next year. He's going to do some good things full-time, and I think he will be a playoff contender next year. Then it was confirmed this Saturday before the Martinsville weekend that Eric Almirola will not be returning to Stewart-Haas Racing in 2024 and will be retiring from full-time NASCAR Cup Series racing. Now, Eric Almirola has stated that he's not done completely racing. He has talked about potentially running part-time in the Xfinity Series and Truck Series, and also could run an ARCA and maybe do some late model racing in 2024 as well. Eric Almirola is someone who deserves a lot of respect for what he did accomplish in this sport, and I think there should be a lot of praise sent Eric Almirola's way for being a good driver, having a great partnership with Smithfield. Congratulations to Eric Almirola on a great career. It is also expected at this point, though, that Noah Gragson will be heading to Stewart-Haas Racing in 2024, driving the number 10 car. Many people believe he's the favorite currently for the 10 car going into the 2024 season. He has been reinstated in recent months, and it doesn't surprise or shock me that he is the current favorite for the 10 car for Stewart-Haas Racing next year. I think Noah Gragson is a very talented driver, do not get me wrong, but I'm worried he's going to struggle with Stewart-Haas Racing, considering Stewart-Haas Racing is not that good of an organization right now. Nonetheless, he is the current favorite to take over the 10 car next year in 2024. Then on the Thursday of the Martinsville weekend, or the week, I think, basically championship week, Cole Custer would be announced that he would be returning to Stewart-Haas Racing in 2024, driving the 00 car once again. Cole Custer, with a lot of people talk about him going to the 10 car next year, but he will be staying in the Xfinity Series after just winning the NASCAR Xfinity Series championship. He will have a great opportunity and a great chance to potentially pick up his second straight NASCAR Xfinity Series title in 2024. On that same Thursday last week, Jordan Anderson Racing would have confirmed that they had revealed their 2024 driver lineup, and they confirmed the same 2 drivers that raced there this year. Jeb Burton is going to stay in the number 27 car in 2024, and Parker Reslov is going to stay in the number 31 car once again in 2024. Both drivers had really solid years in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and it doesn't surprise or shock me that both Jeb Burton and Parker Reslov are going to stay with Jordan Anderson Racing in the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. Then it was confirmed over the weekend at Phoenix that Colby Howard will not be returning to CR7 Motorsports in 2024. It's uncertain where he'll be headed in 2024, but there is a lot of chatter right now as we speak that this is where Grant Enfinger may end up in 2024. Grant Enfinger had quite a bit of success with this team and organization in the NASCAR Truck Series in 2021 when he drove for this team part-time. He will go to this team more likely next year as Colby Howard is not returning. And finally, there was a lot of talk about Frankie Muniz over the weekend as he is expected to head to RSS Racing in 2024. Now, he has denied these rumors on his Twitter page, and RSS has kind of affirmed that these rumors are false, but many people are speculating that Frankie Muniz is headed to the Xfinity Series next year in 2024 and is going to drive for RSS Racing next year. We'll see what happens in regards to that, but it sounds like Frankie Muniz may be headed there in 2024. So, that is going to be it for the NASCAR Silly Season Update / Recap. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support my Patreon as well. Links go below that, and comment your thoughts on today's video. What are your thoughts on today's Silly Season Update? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we'll either be a NASCAR news video on the channel or we're going to have the race rankings for 2023. Thursday, if it does come out, we could have race rankings out then. And we got a lot of content dropping over the course of the next 2 weeks. Got some big videos coming out that I can't wait for you guys to check out. I'm also likely going to have a Thanksgiving Q&A potentially like I did last year, or there may not be a video on Thanksgiving. We'll have to wait and see what happens though. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.